Hi, this is Steve Brant. I send you greetings from New York, and to Steve Moore, Nick Jackal, and all the Open Space participants. I wish I could have been with you in person, but this video will have to do for now. The entire world is in a mess, so I invite you to apply your creative thinking powers to two critical ideas. One, I believe the time has come for us to apply our creative and entrepreneurial energies to designing a new form of capitalism, to figuring out what kind of capitalism will rise from the ashes of the system that has crashed and burned around us. I believe that that new capitalism can replace Darwinian competition with global collaboration, and that it can replace consumption and growth at any cost with sustainable use of resources and development, which is not the same as growth. The next critical idea I invite you to apply your creative thinking and entrepreneurial energies to is investigating the work of developmental theory masters W. Edwards Deming, Russell Ackoff, and R. Buckminster Fuller. Each of them in their own way uses the principles of systems thinking to evaluate the challenges they saw society faced. And systems thinking doesn't just show us what isn't working. Systems thinking shows us why what isn't working by evaluating the larger system that produces the problem we are aiming to solve. So the system of society is what has generated the kind of capitalism we've had to date. And the question of what kind of societal system we're going to have will determine what kind of capitalism we will produce in the future. Their work challenges us to see society as needing to transform from one based on scarcity to one based on abundance. And that fundamental shift is the core of my work and the question I invite you to consider in this open space session. Can we as entrepreneurs come together in a way that supports society in making that transformation, in literally moving not just to a society that uses our resources sustainably, but treats itself sustainably? And by treating itself sustainably, I mean dealing with the global challenge of war versus peace. That may sound huge, and it is, but it's also a fundamental question of our time. It's being worked on now in some of the halls of the corporate social responsibility movement, and I'll be happy to furnish information to you about that down the road. But these are the main questions I deal with in my work, and I invite you to deal with them today. And to send you off with a little tribute to the entrepreneurs of the past, I offer this little commercial from a number of years ago that does a wonderful job of doing that. Have a great session. Thanks for watching this video.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them, but the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.